Hey folks, this video is for mallet percussion, and we're looking at both parts here from measures 59 to 65. And together, these two parts happen to be pretty much the melody and the counter melody in that kind of really light dance-like section. In fact, well, it starts light and then everybody kind of comes in. So if you take a look here, two parts are very, very different. So I'll address each part a little bit differently. So let's go to Mallet Perc 1. If you're playing Mallet Perc 1, there's a couple challenges here. One of them being that we shift time signatures at every measure. So notice that we go back and forth between 3/4 and 4/4. But where the band is accenting certain beats or certain things in the rhythm, it doesn't feel like 3/4 and 4/4. And specifically, what's happening here is that every time we have this pattern where we have 16s and 8s or 8s and 16s, is where we have accents, and so very rarely do those accents fall on the downbeat, so we want to be very careful there. The other thing is looking at all these circled spots where we have the 16 and 8 combination. They are all two 16s and an 8 except for the second one right here, and we want to be careful there because that's an 8 and two 16. So almost all those figures are going to be 2E and, or 1E and, 3E and, except for the second one, which was going to be 2 and a. So the challenge here is keeping everything even and feeling where all those different accents occur. You've got to be able to play, and think through your rhythm. 1 and 2E and 3 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2E and 3 and 1E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2E and 3 1. Now, one of the good parts here is rhythm-wise. Notes are different, but our rhythms are the same here and here. So that's helpful for us. And then just making sure that you're getting E naturals, right? That's a pretty big deal. If you're playing Mallet Percussion 2, okay, a little bit different consideration here. Again, a lot of it is still an accent thing here for us. The main parts that we want to be careful of are our second measure here, and kind of our fourth going into our fifth measure, and more specifically, it's right here, 2, 3, and 1, and then over here where we have the tie across the beat, 4 and 2, 3, 1. The band is accenting different things here, which again makes it feel like those downbeats aren't where they should be in the piece. So it's difficult to feel. You're not going to feel 3/4 and 4/4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 3, 4 and 2, 3, 1. So we have a lot of accents that are off the beat. So I would encourage you to listen to the trumpets there, the trombones that have that exact same rhythm as you. But be careful. It's an accent thing. The notes and rhythms by themselves are not super difficult. So not a whole lot to talk about here, but two very important parts. Mallet Percussion 1, you guys can listen into the flutes, clarinet 1, and horn during that part. Mallet 2, again, trumpets and trombones. So I hope this is helpful in some way as you're prepping this section. I feel like this is probably the biggest spot where you may have issues. Everything else is not super technical for you. Happy practicing.